There are so many great champions in heavyweight history. Let's not argue now about who occupies what place in the hierarchy of professional boxing. One thing is for certain. Even among people far from boxing, few can compare with Mike Tyson, a boxer who rightfully earned a massive following. Today I want to talk about the fight that Mike wrote into the history of boxing, and which became the stepping stone on his way to glory. The bronze medalist of the Pan American Games in Mexico City and a member of the Jamaican team at the 1976 Olympics in Montreal, Trevor Berbick, was without a doubt a talented boxer. But his performances in the professional ring were not stable. By November 22, 1986, his track record was 31 wins, 22 by KO, 4 losses, and 1 draw. Not the strongest Bernardo Mercado, Ronaldo Snipes, and St. Gordon were 3 of his 4 defeats. Moreover, Mercado won already in the first round. A draw in Trevor's track record was recorded after 10 rounds of a fight against journeyman Leroy Caldwell. The boxer got famous because of his fights against the legendary Larry Holmes and Muhammad Ali. In early 1981, for the WBC heavyweight title, Berbick lost to Holmes by unanimous decision, becoming the first to go the distance against Larry since he got the title. And in December of the same year, the fight took place against the greatest. In a terrible physical state, but stubbornly unwilling to accept harsh reality, Ali was a pale shadow of his former self. In the fight against Berbick, the greatest looked better than in the previous fight against Larry Holmes, but the legendary champion didn't get anything more than local success. At the end of 10 rounds, the judges unanimously preferred Berbick, and Ali finally hung up his gloves. The Jamaican won his WBC title in March 1986, when he sensationally outboxed the undefeated favorite of the bookmakers, Pinklon Thomas, winning by a close but unanimous decision of the judges.
And now we're going to get a good idea as to just how it all works as far as the judging in Las Vegas goes. We showed you a little bit of the inner workings, but we mentioned also we saw a rather strange decision in a cruiserweight championship fight a little bit earlier here. It's over, and it's in
by unanimous decision, and new WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Trevor Berbick.
And on November 22nd, Trevor clearly intended to make another upset.
The WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Trevor Berbick.
The most promising boxer of 1985, according to the legendary American The Ring magazine, Mike Tyson got into the world of boxing like a rocket, and, despite his 20-year-old age, was considered a clear favorite before his fight against Berbick. A very fast, powerful, and aggressive fighter, Mike had an incredible lightness on his feet and excellent body protection. The peekaboo style, arms in front of the face and head movements, bobbing, weaving, and blindsiding the opponent, taught to iron by his legendary coach, Cus D'Amato, was extremely effective. In addition, the boxer perfectly mastered the method of psychological influence on his opponents. He instilled genuine fear, and many of his opponents were losing even before the fight, entering the ring like a scared kitten. Debuting in March 1985, Mike had 15 fights by the end of the year, each of which he won by knockout. A big upgrade in the level of opposition occurred in May 1986, when he defeated former title contender James Tillis and promising Mitch Green by unanimous decision, who before the fight against Mike lost only, ironically, to Trevor Berbick. Green fought against Berbick almost on an equal footing, losing by the decision of the majority of judges. But then in the fight against Mike, he devoted himself entirely to survival. He avoided Mike in every possible way and ran away, which allowed him to hold out until the end of the fight. In July 1986, in just 30 seconds, he brutally destroyed the promising Marvis Frazier.
And the 3 knockdown rule is in effect. Tyson comes out slugging.
He comes out smoking like Marvis's father, Joe. Marvis must move or we're going to be out of here very, very quickly. Uppercut and Marvis is...
You got knocked the fuck out.
It did not last 20 seconds.
And in August, he broke the resistance of the strong Cuban Jose Ribalta, stopping him in the final 10th round.
And wisely, Tony Battle will send Tyson to a neutral corner. That was very smart on the part of the referee. Oh, what a shot, and Ribalta's down. He is up, but he is in some trouble.
Oh, he's seriously hurt this time, bro.
Hey, how you doing? You want to continue? Yeah,
He said, yeah, hell yeah. That's a fighter.
By November 22, 1986, the 20-year-old Mike had an impressive record of 27 victories, 25 of which were knockout. If he won, he would become the youngest heavyweight champion, breaking the previous record of the great Floyd Patterson, who won the world title at 21.
Clean. Any question from the challenger, Chief Second? Any question from the champion or Chief Second? All right, let's get it on. Come on.
The champion, who surpassed Iron in size and experience, began the fight extremely aggressively, showing the seriousness of his intentions. But after the first missed blows, Berbick's aggression disappeared. Everyone was shocked by Tyson's composure, which is by no means usual for a 20-year-old boxer. No rush or nervousness. He easily and naturally took the starting round, stunning his opponent with his powerful attacks, and having masterfully worked in defense thanks to his phenomenal reaction. Berbick's face showed surprise and disappointment. He did not have the time to either hit his counterpart or react to his attacks. At the end of the first round, Mike hit the strongest left hook, which got Trevor on the ropes. The champion can hardly stay on his feet and managed to withstand the attacks of his counterpart until the saving gong. The beginning of the second round was marked by an accurate series by the contender, after which Berbick collapsed on the floor of the ring. The stunned champion managed to get up before the end of the referee's count and convinced him that he was able to continue. Mike did not rush to finish off his opponent, once again causing surprise with his composure. Instead, he methodically smashed his opponent with powerful single blows, waiting for the moment to deliver a devastating attack. That moment came in the last minute of the round, when Tyson delivered a powerful right uppercut to the jaw, followed by an equally strong left hook. Having heavily collapsed on the floor of the ring, he tried to get up. Trevor fell heavily onto the floor twice, trying to get up, managing to get up only by the third time. Assessing the state of the boxer, the referee gave the go-ahead to end the unequal fight.
TKO and youngest and new WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Michael Tyson.
For this fight, Tyson earned $1.5 million, while Berbick earned $2.1 million. The loss to Mike put an end to Berbick's career at the top level. He, with mixed success, continued to enter the ring until 2000, but never again fought for the world title. The defeat to Tyson was the second and last defeat by knockout in the career of the Jamaican boxer. By defeating Berbick, 20-year-old Mike set 2 records. He became the youngest champion in the history of his weight category and the first person whose blow caused an opponent to fall 3 times in a row. At the same time, the record was set by 27-year-old Kevin Rooney, who became the youngest coach to lead his fighter to the world title.